On today's video, the two new archer commanders are finally out in Rise of Kingdoms. I have not looked at them yet, and in this video, you're going to get the first impression, raw impressions of both of these commanders. I have not looked at them at all. I've seen a little bit of talks here and there about their potential, but we're going to go over the skills, we're going to go over the talents, how you can unlock them, my first opinions, and a bunch of other things along the way. So sit back, don't forget to smash a like on the video. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Before you say anything, I know I'm dressed up all nicely and whatever the heck not. I was supposed to be at work, but no. I woke up this morning, made it to the office, opened Rise of Kingdoms, and bam, two new commanders are in here. And so we took a break to record this video and take a look at them. I've yet to take a single look at these commanders. I'm super excited. Before we start though, I'm a sponsored content creator by Rise of Kingdoms. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get a notification. 65% of you are not subscribed yet. So many new viewers, and yet nobody hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's not that nobody, a lot of you are subscribing. Of course you are. Anyway, rambled on too long. Cyrus the Great is the first commander. What the heck happened to your legs? Why are we skipping legs day, chat? What is this? Anyway, this is a archer versatility skill commander. Interesting. Founder of the Persian Empire. But there is no Persian civilization. Or will there be? Maybe. Founder of the Persian civilization empire. We are looking at a wheel commander. You're going to get him from the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, when that shows up in K2, we'll spin it up, unlock him, and show you how he looks and what he does. But for now, let's go read through his skills and see what we can learn out of him. So the first skill, the Immortals. It's an active skill, 1000 rage requirement, deals direct damage to the current target of 600 all the way up to 1400, okay? And causes them to take 10% increased additional damage for 3 seconds. So additional damage factor goes up to 1400. This is not AoE, this is a single target hit. And up to 20% additional damage taken. Now, the additional damage taken for 3 seconds is actually very, very important. The whole concept of what damage is has been shifting. There's a lot of things that people didn't know about damage that we're finding out, and we'll make a video specifically about this. But essentially, a 1400 damage skill is not terrible. It's not the most amazing thing I've seen, but the additional 20% increased damage, taken damage for 3 seconds, that makes up for it, and makes up for it big time. Big time. So far, so good. Battle of Thymbra. I guess that's how you say that. Archer units led by this commander gain 3% increased march speed and 10% increased attack, all the way up to 30% attack and 15% march speed. Okay, well, the usual attack, but this time we get some march speed for the archers. This starts to look a little bit nicer for a potential march for Ark of Osiris. If you're going to have an archer's Ark of Osiris march, this could be a good one in terms of movement on the map. And plus a nice little attack. So that's interesting. Let's see what else we got here. When troops led by this commander consist only of archers. I hate when they do this because essentially this skill is toast if you don't use him with archers only. That kind of sucks. Their normal attack gains a 10% chance to deal an additional damage over 3 seconds. So 10% chance to deal all the way up to 750 additional damage. Okay. While damage over time is in effect, the target deals 20% reduced skill damage. So you're reducing their skill damage by up to 40% for the 3 seconds while hitting them with 250 at a time. Not bad. And then this can be triggered every 5 seconds. The real question is, does every 5 seconds mean from the moment it got triggered or from the moment it finished being active? If it's from the moment it got triggered, then it means that you trigger 3 seconds and then in 2 more seconds you can re-trigger it. If it's only when the skill ended, that means after the 3 seconds worth of effect, you gotta wait 5 seconds. I'm gonna double check to make sure that it's as I think it is. From my understanding, this is from the moment it triggered. So 2 seconds after it's done, it can go again. You can really kill someone's skill damage with this commander. That's okay. Let's continue and look. When on the map, troops led by this commander have a 10% chance to deal damage over time in a circular area effect up to 3 targets for 2 seconds. This effect can be triggered every 5 seconds. What? So this is like a passive AoE skill where you can hit up to 600 damage 3 marches in a circular area. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is starting to look really nice. Although again, this is not archers only, which is very, very nice. I like it. Troops led by this commander, 10% chance of doing that. 600. Damn, he does a lot of like little bitties of damage. But I'm curious if you can do this, stack this, stack this, and that at the same time. If you can, that could be nuts. You can be hitting for 1400 plus additional damage taken. Now this person's taking 20% extra damage. Sometime in the 20% extra damage, this crits, and now you're gonna hit him at least 1 or 2 rounds with the full damage plus the reductions from here. Add to that the possibility of this hitting as well. 10% chance you can hit both in the 1 round, and then you somehow are gonna hit the one target for potentially 1400 plus 500 plus 750 plus potentially another 600. Let's go look at the expertise and then tell you what my first thoughts about this are. This is a new skill for an expertise. After using the active skill, archer units led by this commander gain 20% attack and increase defense for 3 seconds and gain an extra 50% rage per second. So this gives us extra 30% attack. And when you trigger a passive skill, you get another 20. So that's 50% extra attack at the most, at the peak of it. 20% defense. Add to that a bunch of additional damage factors, and add to that the march speed, and add to that the skill damage reductions. Okay, well, for a wheel commander, he seems okay to me. He's a skill commander too, so he's gonna rage regen very, very well, which means you're gonna be doing this quite a bit, which would mean you're gonna be doing this quite a bit. First impressions of him is like he could be interesting for mid fights in Arc if you need an archer march to be around. He seems interesting for that. He seems interesting for that because of the movement and because of the AoE and because of the stupendous amount of damage he does, plus the skill damage reduction, and all the good stuff of him. He marches fast, which means the archers are going to be able to come and go quicker. I'm not too overwhelmingly amazed by this commander as a first impression. I might be completely wrong, and if I am, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about him. As a first impression, I'm just like, meh, he seems okay. We're going to have to see how we can have some usability for him. I mean, again, he doesn't have to be a primary commander of any sort, so we can put him with like a Ramses, who is a tankier archer, and then with this in pair with him, it's just he just like does a ton of skill damage and rage regen and stuff like that. But then again, if you put a Ramses around, he's an attack commander, not a skill commander. You would need a skill-based commander, someone like El Cid potentially. He could be a nice friend to El Cid, maybe. With El Cid also having archer march speed and defense bonuses, you can work them both well with each other, I guess. Archer and defense and attack bonuses plus 30% extra march speed. Doesn't seem terrible to me. Not very overwhelmingly crazy, though. Let's go look at however the heck you say his name, Nebuchadnezzar, however the hell you say his name. I've been told multiple times on how to say his name, and it just doesn't click in my head. He's the restorer of Babylon. Another civilization, potentially. I mean, we are getting folks from different civilizations and stuff like that, and hints for potential civilizations, but no civilizations. So, Lilith, what are you doing? We need more civilizations. Okay, so he's also a skill damage commander. Obviously an archer. He's a conquering, though, compared to the versatility of Cyrus. Let's go look at his skills. Of course, he is the mightiest governor commander. This is going to be a frustrating one to try to get in K2. We got to do KE again. Friendly duels in KE. Okay, hopefully not. Hopefully there's actually going to be war and we can fight someone, but we'll see. Nebuchadnezzar, however the heck you say his name, deals direct damage factor to up to 5 targets in a forward-facing fan-shaped area. So an AoE of 1500 damage, 5 targets, forward-facing fan shape, and it deals 15% less damage for each additional troop beyond the one that you hit initially. Forward-facing fan shape, you got to remember that. Wherever he's facing, that's what it's going to strike. Okay, so that's regular AoE. Archers led by this commander gain a 10% increase defense and 3% increase march speed. Okay. So he had attack and March speed, and he has defense and March speed. Huh. So we were talking about an El Cid potentially pairing up with him, but now these two can work together fairly well, decently well, I guess. Let's see what the next skills are going to be. When this commander leads a rally attack, counter attack damage is increased by 10%, and incoming attacks have a 10% chance to deal direct damage factor all the way up to 800, and reduce their march speed by 10% for 3 seconds, all the way up to 30%. What I don't get is, in which scenario are you going to be leading a rally where when you are leading a rally, the march speed is important, is any of relevance? Am I wrong? Am I crazy to think that I see no reason why we're doing march speed reduction on a single target that is being rallied? When you're rallying, you're either hitting something that's standing still, aka a rally hitting a different thing, so it's not moving, and or a city, and or a stronghold, and or a flag. All of these have no march speed. So what's the march speed reduction? I'm so confused. Is this potentially incoming down 10% to deal direct damage factor to the attacker? So does this mean that if you are swarming my rally, then you're going to get the march speed reduction and potentially take that? Anyway, let's move on. This skill is all sorts of question marks to me. Passive skill. Troops led by this commander deal 3% increased damage. Ooh, damage bonuses. Damage bonuses are always nice, chat. Damage bonuses probably the most important stat of them all. Damage increase. That's right. And he has 15% damage bonus. Damn. And each normal attack has a 10% chance to reduce the target's rage by 20 seconds. Troops led by this commander do 3, and each this effect can only get triggered every 5 seconds. Which effect? Are we talking about the 10% chance in order to reduce rage by 20 all the way to 100, or the damage bonus is included in there as well? I'm assuming the damage bonus is passive, and then the rage reduction is every 5 seconds. And so with that being said, 15% extra damage. We're now looking at a very, 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 very strong commander and anything that comes with him. 15% is extra damage, extra skill, extra normal attack, extra counter attack, everything. And there is a catch in there. We're going to talk about that catch soon, but I'm liking him. I'm liking him a lot better than I'm liking him. I'm going to tell you that much. He's looking like the primary commander in a rally, and him potentially the secondary if you're looking to fly on the map, or even the problem is, again, if you're not leading a rally, one of his skills is completely gone. So he's like more of a rally commander than an open field commander in theory. But yeah, other than that, let's look at the expertise. Okay, so the expertise enhances Babylonian to King of Babylon. Okay. It does the same exact thing, except that they switched the wording in here. Direct damage up to 5 targets of 4. Direct damage in a 4 offense up to 5 targets. Nice. Perfect. Very, very well. Anyway. Damage dealt by each target 15%. Damage at the same time deals an additional damage to the current target of 500. So we're looking at 1,500 damage to the target plus 500. So 2,000 total. That's not the biggest of numbers we've ever seen from out of archers. I believe Edward still holds that title for 2,500 direct damage factor. But 2,000 is very, very good. Add to that the fact that you're AoEing the rest of what's around. I don't know how I feel about these guys. They seem good. They seem very good. The damage factor is really what makes him very, very strong. Very, very strong. The increased damage bonuses. The direct damage factor AoE is not terrible at all. That's very nice. Defense on archers is decent. Get him a little tankier. You could potentially see a world of a Ramses Nebu rally going out, or even open field fight going out. I could see an El Cid with a Cyrus going out. I can see a Nebu YSG being a potential thing. Nebu YSG rallies could become a thing. I could see a world where that happens, especially with that damage bonus. Can you imagine the skill? He's a skill commander too. A skill commander doing 15% extra damage plus 2,000 damage in here. Can you imagine how mad, crazy amounts of damage this is gonna be? he does his AoE, then first of all, Nebu does his AoE, then YSG does his AoE. Add to that the skill damage bonuses out of this, which would mean even more skill damage on Nebu. Add to that the attack bonus of 100% and Rage Restore, which means you're generating Rage like crazy. A Nebu YSG seems like a very, very solid pick. Nebu YSG and Cyrus, well, secondary Cyrus, Ramses Cyrus, El Cid Cyrus. I could see that work. Honestly, these archers seem to be very well fitted for pretty much any other archer commander that there is out there that are useful, right, in any shape or form. For example, I can tell you that even Artemisia can enjoy great work with our friend Nebu, for example. Direct damage factor of 1800 plus the 15 bonus, archer health and defense. Stack that up, normal attack damage reductions, and add to that the potential silence and damage increase of 50%. Stack that 15% with the 15 of Nebu. Nebu maybe primary and Artemisia secondary, and Lord have mercy what you're doing in here. She's a defense commander, therefore I would probably keep her as secondary compared to the skill abilities of Nebu. So seeing a Nebu as a primary and a Cyrus as a secondary seems like a solid thing right now. I'm not too overwhelmed by these commanders. I think that we've seen other releases that were much more hype and much crazier. And as we got a minute left, essentially, to verify the account, because Lilith loves to do that while I'm recording. For the record, every time I record, that happens. Every single time that we record, we somehow end up with verification. If you can see it in my videos, you'll always see it ticking there. For now, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Appreciate every single one of you. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about these commanders in the comments down below. Which one of them are you getting? If you're getting either. The big account, we'll probably try to get both eventually, but we're in 401, so it'll take a little bit until they get there. For now, I'll see you all sooner rather than later. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a good one. Peace.